back to cost of living and plenty more data that we get each and every day. Remember, it's not just about feel opinions here. It's not just about happy chat. We try to show you the receipts. We try to tell you what's happening in our own country all day, every day. Let's talk about mortgages. As you know, somebody on a $500,000 mortgage has had to find an extra $13,500 since this mob came to power. An extra $21,000 for anyone on a $750,000 loan and about $30,000 for anyone over $1 million. And by the way, when we start talking about people who are more than about $1 million in hock to their financial institution, we're talking about, and this is just in the 1 million to 1,100,000 band, not above it and not below it, just in that band. We're talking about people who live in suburban parts of Australia. Now, some of these places are a little exier than others, but it's nowhere near the absolute top or the absolute bottom, but the number of places with more than $1 million in mortgage debt. People have had to find an extra $30,000 since Albo became the Prime Minister to pay off their house. In New South Wales, it's Kingsgrove, Haberfield, all the places around Collaroy, Drummoyne, Elanora Heights, Frenchs Forest, Ingleside, Narrabeen, North Narrabeen, and Wheeler Heights. In Western Australia, you can see there it's places like East Fremantle, Subiaco, Applecross North and a whole lot more. And remember, this is just in that band of 1 million to 1,100,000. Vast amount of majority are beneath that, but these are the people who have to find an extra $30,000. Do you think these people might be changing the way they're planning to vote and they don't particularly care about the Get Dutton stuff? What about in Victoria? Auburn, Hawthorn, Caulfield, Central Park, Darling South, Malvern and Warrell-Tree. Now, again, nobody's pretending that any of those places are places where people have got the backside hanging out of their trousers, but it is an idea. These are the places that have to spend an extra $30,000 a year. What a surprise that some of them are starting to say to pollsters, I'm not very keen on the government that has overseen the Albo dozen of interest rate rises and isn't doing anything about cost of living, which of course will feed into further interest rate rises. Fingers crossed there won't be any of them this week. In fact, the expectation is after the monthly inflation data and the little downtick in sales going into the November month, there'll be nothing on this until maybe February, fingers crossed.